Gaming Manual.
Whoa! That was a bit aggressive, don't you think, Dodgeball? There's no need to start throwing power shots right away. Wait, hold on. My head. What was I doing again? Oh, right. Hey everyone, this is Josh from the Gaming Manual with another treasure trove title. This time, it's Dodgeball for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm sorry, I mean Super Dodgeball. How did I not see that black text on a black background? Why don't we just start with the start screen? You'll have several options thrown at you right away. One being game mode, and the other being skill level. Might seem odd compared to today, where you would go into an option menus to set the difficulty. However, the only thing to really take note of is that using up and down on the D-pad will select the game mode, whereas left and right is going to select the skill level or difficulty of the computer. World Cup is the standard one-player game, where you go up against 8 other teams. The Pro All-Stars, England, India, Iceland, China, Kenya, Japan, and finally the USSR. You don't actually get to pick which team you play as, so by default you're always Team USA, unless you are playing the Famicom version, in which case you're Team Japan, and the final opponent would be Team USA. But before each match, you do have a chance to change your lineup for who's in the inner court. If you somehow manage to beat the game without losing anyone in the inner court during those 8 rounds, you get to go up against Team Shadow, which is just a clone of the default team, but without any color. This is one of those games that's easy to just pick up and start playing. There isn't too much to learn, and it's a really fun game, even more so if you're playing against another person. It also helps that the controls are very simple. The D-pad will move you around the field, the A button will throw it, B will pass to a teammate, and if you press both A and B at the same time, you can jump. You can also jump while running for a run and jump. If you don't have the ball, the A button lets you duck, and the B button lets you try to catch the ball if it's coming at you. And you can also press the A and B button to try to jump over the ball, but it's not something I would recommend, as oftentimes this can leave you exposed to being attacked from behind, from the outer court. Each player has a power shot that they can use, but only after running for a little bit, or after a run and jump, which can be a little tricky at first, as it's based on the number of steps that are taken, not how long you run. I'm not going to go over all of them, but Sam, in my opinion, has one of the best power shots, that if timed right, can hit 2 or even all 3 of your opponents. Overall, the team is well balanced with each person having one thing that they are good at. But for me, Sam, John, and Mike are the best 3 for the inner court, as they have the best throwing power, damage, and catching ability respectively. A less noticeable change is that every court that you play on has a different effect on the players. A few examples are sliding when you're on the ice court, harder to get a run and start when you're on the dirt court, and for the inner court, the ball will actually bounce a little bit higher when hitting the ground, especially when doing an aerial power shot. Now the objective is fairly straightforward. All you have to do is knock out everyone in the inner court and turn them into angels. What? You thought I was joking? Nope. This is a life or death game of dodgeball. That's what makes it so super. But seriously, all you're doing is trying to defeat all the other international teams to become the best dodgeball team. Best dodgeball team in the world. In 2-player mode, each player picks a team and simply tries to prove that they are the best. Not much else to it. And finally, there is Beanball, where instead of picking a team, you pick from Team USA, Sam, and you try to be the last man standing in a dodgeball free-for-all. And yes, you still get to keep your power shots, so some players are obviously a better pick for this kind of dodgeball free-for-all. If you're looking for a quick and fun game or you just want a simple game to play with a friend, I strongly recommend Super Dodgeball, as it can be a surprisingly entertaining game that can go from 10 minutes to hours. This is Josh from the Gaming Manual, and thanks again for watching. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the next video.